Alright, welcome. I'm doing another guest review, and this time I'm going to talk about Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave from 2005. The movie is directed by Ellery Elkayem, I think that's the pronunciation. So this is part 5 in the Return of the Living Dead saga. Is a direct follow-up to Necropolis, the last movie. I reviewed that last year, and we have some returning cast members. We have Peter Coyote as the uncle, and Julian is the nephew, Cody is the best friend, and Becky is the other friend. They're all returning to the movie. So, like I said, it's supposed to be a follow up on the last movie, but is it? Because except for Peter Coyote, the characters don't seem to remember the previous movie. So, and it's like, I don't know, maybe a year later, maybe 6 months later, and I think they should remember. Maybe they are in denial. So the plot is like we saw in the previous movie, Peter Coyote is living with one of the barrels of trioxin, and he's trying to sell it in the black market. So he gets killed because they're forcing him to test the things to know if it's real, and you say, "Oh no, poor Peter Coyote." But then you remember he was like the main bad guy in the previous movie, and you say, "Okay, you suck." So it's fine. You are dead. You're the worst uncle ever. So the nephew gets the news. He's the only relative he has left, and they say your uncle died. And say, okay, he was a shitty uncle. So I'm going to go to his house and search around for something, and he finds another 2 barrels of trioxin. So he says, "What could this be?" And really, what else could it be? You got a zombie obsessed psycho uncle. Of course, these barrels are gonna be zombie related. I don't recall if the previous movie they saw the barrels, but even if they haven't, you should put two and two together. That's what I'm thinking. You should guess they're zombie related. So they got a number. You should call like the military and say, "Hey, take these barrels." I mean, the army it wasn't doing something good with it, like we see in Return of the Living Dead Part 3, but he doesn't know that. He and his girlfriend, the new girlfriend, and say, okay, let's take this barrel to Cody to do some research, because Cody, the friend, is now like a scientist. Is And they say, okay, do some research into these barrels, to the content of these barrels. Now, right now, they're in a party and say, right now, you have to drop everything and go right now. So Cody and the girlfriend's brother say, okay, this is a strange content. Let's do drugs with this stuff. Let's take this stuff and turn it into drugs, because why not? Because why not? Because if they don't, we don't have a movie. So they have to make drugs, and of course they know how to make drugs out of some chemical. I don't know how drugs works. I guess if you find some chemical, you can transform that into drugs. So I'm gonna excuse the girlfriend brother, because he wasn't in the previous movie, so he doesn't know. Even if they tell him, "Hey, this is probably zombie related," and he's gonna say, "Yeah, whatever." But Cody, it was right there. He was right there killing zombies in the previous movie. So if I was Cody, I will assume this is zombie related. I'm not gonna do anything with this. So they're gonna make drugs and they're gonna sell it in this big rave that is happening Halloween. This like the next week, and they're gonna make money and all that, and in a rave to the grave. That's the name of the movie. So we have to have a rave. Also, we have two Interpol guys. There are two Italian guys. They are played by Romanians. Like they're like the comic relief of the movie, but because they beat at each other constantly and they are listen opera in the car, but they're also badasses. They take the guns, they kill the zombies, and they're cool. And I think they know in which movie they are, and all the rest they're like too serious, but by this movie standard, by this movie's plot, and I think they get like the perfect tone for this movie. So be a little bit more wacky, and these guys, you see these guys, I was like, they're great, they're great.
Gino, my man, I think we've hit the jackpot. Ah,
I can taste the champagne already.
you had better believe it, brother.
Here, take picture.
Well, 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 aren't you a shutterbug? I found it. It's my picture you should be taking.
Well, take mine first and then I'll take your second.
Gino, do I have to remind you that I outrank you?
All right, give me the camera.
That's the movie. These guys, the Interpol guys, they're trying to stop their whole zombie apocalypse, and Cody and the girlfriend brother, they're trying to make drugs, so they're unintentional doing the zombie apocalypse. And Julian, that it's supposed to be like the lead, he's just there. He's there, and that's it. I would like a movie with these two Italian guys. So, like I said, that's the movie. I was afraid that I was not going to like this. I saw this movie in like 2006, maybe 2007, probably 2006. It was brand new when I saw it, and I didn't like it. Probably, I was expecting something else, and now, like almost 20 years later, I saw this movie like brand new. Okay, this is a zombie movie. I'm gonna watch this as a zombie movie. It's Sherlock fun. I find it pretty entertaining. It has good effects, especially they have like Tarman, because one of the barrels open up, so we have like a cool scene with Tarman. I mean, it's not as good as the first one, but I think you cannot beat that. And this Tarman is pretty good. I will say like a negative point is like the killings should have been more creative. They should have done like more different things. The zombies killing in a multiple ways, and all the killings are almost all the same, like biting in the head. At least they were not biting in the neck, because I remember the previous one always they were to the went to the neck. Or not always, but it was pretty common. And now the head, because brains. This is the saga of brains. So biting the head is what more fitting. I like those Italian Romanian guys. I think they were pretty fun, and it's the fifth part in a zombie saga. So you're here for an R-rated fun movie, and this movie has all that. So I recommend the movie. What more do you want in a movie? So that's it for me. Go watch this movie and subscribe to the channel and all that. And I see you in the next one. Bye.